Greetings to all. Welcome to the official YouTube channel of SRN International School. I am Bhupendra Kriplani, Faculty of Economics at SRN International School, situated in Jagatpura, Jaipur. Students, today we are going to learn an topic from macroeconomics of class 12. The name of the topic is Government Budget and its type. Now let's see the types of government budget. Government budget are of two types, revenue budget and the capital budget. Let's see the first, revenue budget. It includes only revenue receipts and the revenue expenditure of the government. It do not impact the asset and liability status of the government. It does not contribute directly to the GDP growth. Higher revenue receipts leads to the lesser capital receipts, and it is a sign of growing economy. Here comes the capital budget. It includes only capital receipts and capital expenditure of the government. It impacts the asset and liability status of the government. It means it changes the asset and liability status of the government. It contributes directly to the GDP growth of the country. Higher capital receipts means higher borrowings, which shows a sign of backward economy. Let's see the budget deficit. What is budget deficit? It refers to a situation when budgeted expenditure of the government are more than its budgeted receipts of the government. Budgeted deficits are of three types: revenue deficit, fiscal deficit, primary deficit. Let's see them in detail. The first one is revenue deficit. It is a situation where excess of revenue expenditure over revenue receipts of the government. The formula for that is revenue deficit is equal to revenue expenditure minus revenue receipts. Implication of revenue deficit is reduction in government expenditure, disinvestments, and borrowings by the government. Now let's come to the fiscal deficit. It refers to the excess of budgeted expenditure, that is revenue and capital expenditure both, over budgeted receipts, that is revenue and capital receipts, but other than borrowings, or you can say excluding borrowings. The formula for fiscal deficit is budgeted expenditure, revenue and capital expenditure, minus budgeted receipts, revenue and capital receipts, other than borrowings, excluding borrowings. Let's see the implication of fiscal deficit. Higher fiscal deficit leads to higher borrowings by the government, which increases the money supply in the economy, and it leads to inflation. Fiscal deficit incur greater national debt on the future generation, which hampers the process of growth of the country. Fiscal deficit leads to decrease in tax rate, which reduces the disposable income of the economy and causes the reduction in the aggregate demand. Higher borrowings by the government reduces the availability of funds for the private entrepreneur, and which demotivates the private investment in the economy as the private investment becomes expensive. Fiscal deficit erodes the creditability of government in the international market. Then we have primary deficit. It is the difference between fiscal deficit and interest payment of the government. The formula is primary deficit is equal to fiscal deficit minus interest payment. I hope you all have understood today's topic, that is government budget and its types. Kindly like, share and subscribe the video. Thank you all. Stay safe, stay healthy.